today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering the Sarma TST Alpina L4 boot from Varostoleka. Before heading over to Finnish brutality this year, I came to the realization that since it was called the Winter War and the internet told me that in February there's a lot of snow in Finland, that my chances of being able to use my large collection of desert and jungle boots were pretty low. And I also realized as I looked over my large collection of desert and jungle boots that I had nothing rated for winter anymore. So I had to correct that problem. Figuring that since Varostoleka is in Finland, that their equipment would be suited to the climate, I took a look on their website. Actually reached out and contacted them as well for recommendations and settled on the TST Alpina L4 boot. And I'm glad I did. It's an excellent boot. Let's go over the features. Let me get the important part out of the way right away. These boots performed as advertised. They did excellent. The whole time I was there for about a week, I wore these boots the entire week except for getting off the plane and the day I got on the plane. And they kept my feet warm and dry. At no point did they soak through. At no point was I sitting there going, God damn, my feet are freaking cold. And let me tell you people, I don't have a lot of warfare experience in the extreme cold, but the cold operations I have done is that once your feet get cold, it takes you out of the fight fast and it will sap your morale faster than anything else. Cold feet is worse than being soaking wet in the cold. These boots, when the temperature, combined with some wool socks, when the temperature was 0 degrees Celsius or a bit into the negative numbers, or for all you people in Fahrenheit, that's 32 degrees freezing. So basically the temperature was between freezing and the mid-20s the whole week. They performed excellently, just top-notch stuff. And you can tell the construction the moment you take them out of the box. Let's get some close-up and go over the features. First part is when you feel it, the boot's got some insulation to it, which is of course what you want in the wintertime. But it wasn't such that you felt like this thing was a big pillow clamping onto your foot. Also, it's got speed lacers on it. Once you get the lower part of your boot set, the upper laces, you can just pull and they instantly tighten up and then tie your knot for the rest of the day of operations. Now I did go an old trick from when speed lacer boots first came out for the U.S. military, put a knot in the end of the thing so they can't pull through the guides. On the bottom here, nice, excellent tread. Matter of fact, you can still see you got some Finnish rocks in them. They held up. I did not slip. I always felt sure of foot as much as one can in the snow or the ice when you're not used to it. But I had high confidence in my mobility wearing these boots. And for the day of the competition and some days where I went out and did some hiking on my own, the boots performed adequately. I have no doubt that if I had to go out and do an extended multi-day operation in a snowy environment, that these boots would hold up. They would not be any source of failure for me. They're your standard boot length height boot, so they're about the same height as U.S. desert or jungle boots, which gives your ankle good solid support, because we all know when we're rucking, carrying way more gear than we should be carrying for the mission, that support is essential, and these boots have it. Should you buy this boot? Heck yeah. This is good stuff. It's excellent quality. The price point on this with shipping cost me about $220 to get it from Varostoleka over to the US. They have excellent shipping and I highly suggest everybody take advantage of it. It was like 3 or 4 days from when I ordered to when it showed up at my house, and you just cannot argue that because sometimes we don't even have that good here in the USA. The reason I ordered the boots about a month before the competition was because I wanted to break them in. We're spoiled here in the U.S. We've been in either a jungle or a desert environment for a very, very long time. And we've gotten spoiled by the fact that desert and jungle boots break in really easy because in a way they're not much more than glorified tennis shoes. And so no break-in required. Leather boots, especially ones that have stiff or support, do need a break-in period. And I wanted to make sure that I got that done before the competition came up so my feet wouldn't take me out of the competition. And the break-in period went super easy because one of the great secrets of breaking in your boots is making sure they're sized properly. I know my boot size, so I ordered it, got the right size. It was as advertised. It fit right away. I had no problems with it. I did several short hikes. And then we had some snow here in my area in Virginia before the match, and I took the boots out in those conditions. Every time they performed great, so I went over to Finland with them in great confidence, and nothing happened in Finland to destroy that confidence. The snow we were in most of the time was about half a meter deep. No problems, the boots held up. My feet didn't get wet, my feet didn't get cold. Not that sure-footed on snow because I don't deal with it very much, but even that being said, my boots gave me confidence I wouldn't have had in regular shoes. We hope you found this edition of Pegasus Test helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future videos on combat gear.